now I've got to try and start talking to myself again. La la la. This feels weird. Hello, welcome back to Mark's Memory Bytes. Back with a pickups video today. I've got some good stuff I want to share with you all. Just want to say thank you to everyone who has already subscribed to my channel. I think last count was 26 people, which I never thought I'd actually get, so thank you to you. If it's your first time here, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the things I do. Pickups. Okay, I'm going to start off with some Game Boy games I found. Okay, these were actually found before Play Blackpool, but my pickups video I just wanted to do from Play Blackpool, if that makes sense to you. Okay, this game, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Game Boy Color. Used to have this game a while ago, and I sold it, and I can't remember why I sold it. Must have had a good reason. Can't remember why. But I actually love this version of the game. This one on the PlayStation 2 version. Couldn't find a PlayStation, or I've not found it yet, but I'm looking for it. On the lookout for it. But I love this game. Great game. Look at that. Now this one I got from the Super Retro Games Fair when I had a stall there selling my frames. This is the only football soccer game that I like. It's the only one well, it's not the only one I've played. I've played a few of them. I suck at them, but this is the only one I actually like. I'm not saying I'm good at this one, because I'm not, but it's the only one I actually like playing. Nintendo World Cup for the Game Boy. Now, I played the NES version of this, and I don't think it's as good. I prefer this version. Speaking of football games, I actually have one copy of FIFA. I only have one. My nephew Adam, he gave me that. He knows I collect for the Mega Drive. And it's this one. FIFA 95. Still not played it. Don't know if it's any good, but it's good in the collection, so thank you for that, Adam. Okay. Aladdin for the Game Boy Advance. Now, I've played a bit of this. Now, it looks like a direct port from the Super Nintendo version, which is great because I love that game, and I don't have that for the Super Nintendo yet. So this is a great little game. Liking that. It seems recently everyone's going crazy for Crash Bandicoot. Now, I had my brother had the PlayStation 1 version, the original one, and it's great. And I've been trying to talk him into letting me have that, Bob, but so far he's not. I'm going to keep going though. But for now, Crash Bandicoot XS. Not bad. Not a bad game. Happy to have that one. Pretty cheap too. Okay, so those are older pickups. Now, recent ones I've got from charity shops or thrift stores or Goodwill stores. You know, places like that. Anywhere you can find second-hand games. I've been to places like CX or Entertainment Exchange and Game. Go there quite a lot as well. But you got to look around when you find some deals. You'll be surprised where you can find deals. Example, I have one here, if I can find the thing. There you go. Splattermaster for PlayStation 2. Actually from my local library. Yes. They had a game lending service. I didn't know that, otherwise I'd have bid it a lot more. But I had a look in here. And I'm not surprised they're getting rid of it now, because the first, last and only time it was ever taken out, April 2006. And now they're getting rid of it. I'm not surprised. But they didn't want it. It had 20 pence on that. 20 pence. Having that. Not played it yet, so I'm looking forward to playing that. Okay, so I went into the Entertainment Exchange, CX, as it's known over here, and I bought Turtles Mutant Melee. I bought this. Now this is kind of like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles version of Smash Brothers. You know, it's not fantastic. In fact, it's pretty sucky, really. But ever since the arcade game of Turtles, way back in the day, I've gone crazy for turtle games, just in case they're any good. This one's not, but you know. And speaking of which, Turtles 2 Battle Nexus. Again, not fantastic, but what really sold me on this game, you can see it, it's got the arcade version on it, and I've unlocked it as well. I actually played through this piece of until I unlocked the arcade version. Now you can do 4-player on it, but you need to have a way of plugging 4 controllers into your PlayStation, and you don't get to choose which turtle you want. If you have controller 1, you're Leonardo. If you have controller 2, you're Michelangelo. 3 is Donatello. 4 is Raphael. Unless you swap over the controls with each other, it's the only way you can choose. But arcade version of Turtles on my TV at home, absolutely having that one. Okay, so next one. My daughter Holly is absolutely crazy for Stitch, the Disney character. So when I found this, I had to get it for her. I've played it more than she has, because when she plays it she dies, so she asks me, and it's not bad. Stitch Experiment 626. I don't know why I say it like this. There you go. Not a bad game. It's quite a fun Disney tie-in. Nothing to do with the Lilo and Stitch storyline. This takes place before it. But it's not bad. Not bad. Not bad for a pound anyway. Okay, so when I was at Play Expo, my nephew Adam, the Devil May Cry nut, convinced me into getting Devil May Cry 3 to give it a go. So I gave it a go, and it turns out I love it. So when I found this for 50p in a charity shop, I had to get it. He says this is his favourite version of it. He's got the remastered versions, but he says this one, PlayStation 2, it's his favourite version. I actually had this once, couldn't get into it. Now I've played number 3, I'm going to see if I can get back into this. But not only that, because I couldn't pass up the price of it, Devil May Cry 4, it's less than £1. That doesn't say something about the game, but less than £1 for Devil May Cry 4, I'm having that. Right. Dynasty Warriors 5. Got number 2. Got number 3. Not had this one. As my eldest daughter, Katie, says, "Die, nasty warriors." Which I think I prefer. Die, you nasty warriors. So, okay. Got some Wii games here. Now I think this was a good find. I've heard this game goes for quite a lot on eBay and Craigslist and things like that. House of the Dead Overkill. £1.99. Pretty good game. Full of, yeah, it deserves its 18 rating. I'm not sure what the American system is for game rating. I'm sure you have one. But yes, definitely not for younger players. Unless your kids like GTA 5 or something, then it's probably tame for them. I like House of the Dead, which is what I call a rail shooter, where you move, the character moves on its own and you shoot at the screen. Those are rail shooters. I have a few of them in my Wii collection there. I showed you the pickup of Link's Crossbow Training. I also have the Resident Evil ones as well. I've got Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles. Dead Space Extraction is a great one. Recommend that to anyone. This is an arcade port of a game I used to play and loved it. Ghost Squad. £1. See, I don't spend a lot on these games. If I find a game I think is worth it, I will buy it. I'm not going to spend an enormous amount on a game, especially a second-hand game, or a game from a charity shop, if I don't think it's worth it. I'm not going to spend £5 for a game in one shop that I know I can get for £1 in another shop. You have to hunt around, but you will find the deals. You can't just expect to go to one charity shop and find everything you want to find. Hunt around. Usually if there's a high street or a main street with a game store on, the chances are a few doors down, there's going to be a charity shop. Have a look in, see what you can find. Okay, so I got this as well. I've forgotten the name of it for a second. Guilty Gear Core. Or Core for the Wii. It's a 2D beat 'em up. Along the lines of Marvel vs. Capcom. Street Fighter, things like that. Not played this one yet. Should be interesting with the Wii controls. I don't have a Wii control pad. According to the back of the case, you can't use your GameCube control pad, but you can use the Wii controller, so that'd be interesting. See what I was like anyway. Okay. Now when I go hunting for games, because I go into a lot of charity shops as well, you don't always find a game you want, but you look around. Now a lot of these games, because of their cases, they're in where the DVDs are kept. And PlayStation 1 games are sometimes kept where the CDs are kept. Just because they're cases and they can organise them a lot better. Okay, so a lot of time I go in there and I look at the DVDs as well. And I found this, and I had to get this. Because this is a series of movies that I love. So I got this as well. Nightmare on Elm Street. The first 6 movies in one box set. Great set of films. Now my brother, Anthony, my big brother, he loved this character growing up. I used to share a bedroom with him growing up. Now he used to have a huge poster of this guy on his side of the bedroom. On the wall, big 4-foot poster on the wall. Now let me tell you, if you can grow up in a bedroom with a 4-foot Freddy on the wall, you know, Freddy, the guy who kills children while they're asleep, and this is a poster in your bedroom, you can handle these movies. I prefer the Friday the 13th movies actually, but these are great. These are great movies. Halloween movies as well. Says a lot about my childhood, I suppose. Okay, so while I was there, I was looking through the books at the charity shops as well. I'd go through several charity shops, like I say. So these are from different ones. Okay, and I had to get this. Love comic books as well. You can probably tell I've got the comic book thing up there. Issue 1 of X-Men, the 90s issue, well not the 60s. I wouldn't be waving it around like this if it was the 60s issue one. And this is just one of the 5 variant covers. Now I've got this, I have all 5 variant covers. But good to have that in the collection. Not bad condition either. Not bad for 20p. Having that. Also found this as well. It's a graphic novel, trade paperback, what you want to call it. Hulk. Now this is one of those get fortnightly collection things, and this is number 10. It was on its own. It was 50p. It's the Hulk. Have that. Absolutely. Okay, and I also mentioned I've looked through the books as well, because I'm a big reader. I like reading. You know, I have children. I encourage them to read. In fact, one night a week we have a reading night where iPads get turned off, game consoles get turned off, phones get turned off, and we sit and we read as a family. We read together. I think it's great because it encourages children to read. So for those kind of nights, I picked up another copy, it's my second copy, of Charlie Higson's The Enemy. Book 1 of the Enemy series. Great set of books. Very zombie-esque. Set in London. All people over the age of 14 have been struck down by a mysterious disease. It rots your brain, makes you covered in boils and sores, and makes you want to eat everybody else. Very zombie-esque, and this is about the story, the survival story of the children left behind. Book 1. I'm just going to say, do not get attached to too many of the characters in this. It's one of those type of books. It's great. If you have a chance to check this out, please do. I guarantee you want to pick up book 2 and the rest of the series. My second copy of this. So I've got a copy for reading on my reading nights with my family, and whenever I forget to charge my Game Boy up for the bus. And yeah, great. Okay, last few things now. A couple more books I have here. Now, when I was a kid, growing up, I used to love the fighting fantasy game books. These are the choose your own adventure game books. The ones I've got have got the green spine on them, and they're usually by Ian Livingstone and Steve Jackson. They do a lot of them, so Warlock of Firetop Mountain, City of Thieves, things like that. And I found these two. These are 20 pence each in one charity shop. And these are my two favourite. But again, they've got multiple copies of these. House of Hell and Death Trap Dungeon. Now, I love this book. And this is my third copy of this because my other two are upstairs in my bookcase. Never to be touched because I've read them so many times they're falling apart. But I love this book so much that on the day of release, I bought this. The Death Trap Dungeon video game. Can't get past level 5, doesn't matter, I still love it. But this, I love it, and I love everything about it. The story is great, the artwork is just fantastic. Great book. Only ever beat it once, properly. Now you're supposed to use dice and things, but I think like a lot of people in my generation who've played these books, when you're reading it, you kind of keep your finger in the page. It says, okay, go to page 265, and you go to that page, and you die, and you go back to where you have, and you cheat a little bit. You know, it's all part of it, isn't it? Fantastic books. Great to have another one in my collection, one I can actually read again without fear of it falling apart in my hands. And I think that's about it. Yeah. Thank you again for listening to me drivel on and waste a few more minutes of your time. If you've not liked, please do. If you're not subscribed, please do. I'm going to hopefully try and get more videos out when I can. I'm trying to get at least one out a week. I have a family and I have a job, but I'm still trying to do the YouTuber thing. I'm enjoying it. A bit narcissistic maybe, but I'm enjoying the reactions too. I've been speaking to a lot of great YouTubers, get advice on my channel, how to promote myself, how to promote my channels, the kind of content that people like to watch. And hopefully, by not just including games, including a few other things as well. Maybe a bit different, maybe I won't, I don't know. If you have some advice, please comment below. For now, I'll say thank you again. See you soon.